This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset. My choices. My willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit. Because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
What's up, gang? What's the deal? How's everyone doing? Just here like for the last hour, just waiting for my arm pain to go away. Nothing much happening. It was a nice sell-off here at 7:30, but that was about it. How you guys doing? What it do? Based on news today, why didn't gold rise? I don't know. There's so many outside external factors outside of the red folder, yellow folder, orange folder shit that it's not the only thing that's driving the markets. Yeah, now we're just ranging. Creating a little... Here's the deal. Let's go over this, because I drew these levels up while I was sitting here in paint, but... This is not bad. Look at the 4 hour just chopping it up right here. Yeah, you need to get out of the 4 hour range. Yeah, I think we want to break these most recent levels. I'm even okay if we can get a bullish closure here, right? So we have this most recent level. We have bullish news. We have this chop right here. So the 4 hour is looking like it's going to flip, but we have another hour for the 4 hour. And if the 4 hour is able to pull up here and close bullish, right? If we see something like this, I will not mind taking these buys to come up. Start retesting some of this range to the left, but the 4 hour is going to have to close above this 4 hour level. Which means we have another hour and 10 minutes, hour and 8 minutes to do that. Can this hourly now start pumping up and closing above its most recent level? Hold on a second, chat. I got a phone call coming in. So if we can also start doing that on the hourly, like this, we will look for a move up to get to that 4 hour close above, so we can get that move up. Give me a sec. I got a phone call coming in. Kids are calling me, telling me the beach is a lot of fun. Oh, there's nobody in the Zoom. I'm sorry. Everyone's just at the door. Sorry. Sorry. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I forgot about you. What's up, Kenny? What up, Kenny? Yanil. You guys ever feel like, yo, you can't wait till you just feel good all around? Yo, I swear, I feel like if this shoulder pain goes away, I will turn into Superman. Like, I feel like this is the only thing that's been holding me back from living, from being a superhero forever. This shit just hurts. A nice little break even yesterday. I was up like $2,000 on the straight club, nothing. It's horrible. Yeah, I just feel like this is the only thing in my life that's holding me back. Once this pain goes away, I feel like I'm gonna be fucking unstoppable. But until then, I feel like I can't do shit. Feels like it's never gonna go away. Yeah. And then when it does, I already feel the PTSD. I already feel like if I go to the gym, I'm gonna be so like touchy-feely, like I'm gonna be skeeved out by everything, right? Because I'm gonna be afraid to hurt it again. Anybody ever go through that in trading? You know those times where you take on some losses and then you're just like skeeved out by your own positions? I've gone through that numerous times this year. I'm like, what am I doing avoiding my own position? But it's just natural, and I've caught myself numerous times doing that. And it takes a little while, right? It takes a minute to get back into the flow of things. It takes like taking your position a few times to convince yourself that your own position is good to take. It's like, you know, the trading game. That's why people say, would you recommend this to anyone? Like, or would you tell your kids to trade? And I'm like, never. I don't want them to go through this mindset fuck. Mind fuck. How they got Daniel Mack on Fox News? How Daniel Mack got dream job by asking one question. You guys should all stop trading right now and go watch that interview with Daniel Mack. Once he felt comfortable with shoulder movements, it was back in the gym. That's how I feel. I feel like I can't wait for this shit to just come back. Who's you on vacation? What kind of vacation he go to? What do he go to? Like a restaurant? That's probably a vacation. Bushi's definitely at like Ruth Chris Steakhouse right now. Yo, Eddie, you got a nice Ruth Chris by you, right? I've been there a few times.
I got a Ruth Chris by me. I've never been. I've been out here probably about almost 25 years.
I mean, it's good, but it's not good. Like it's for some reason I've been to a couple different ones and they've been different. Like one was good, one sucked.
My brother and sister-in-law, they probably about, I don't know, maybe about 7-8 miles from me, neighboring city. They've probably been 20 times. They've been pictures up all on Instagram and all kinds of date nights and pictures with the food. And I'm like, okay. But we got like literally 30 high-end restaurants all up and down that strip. I'm like, I get there one day.
I got a friend who used to live at Ruth Chris. He just that'd be his shit. Like, what are we doing for lunch? All right, Ruth Chris. What about dinner? Like, yo, where you at? I'm at Ruth Chris. Why? I like the scenery. What the fuck? You eating? Nope. I never asked if he was working. Maybe he was working.
Right. Try to play it off like he was just chilling.
Yeah, I'm at Ruth Chris. Meanwhile, homies in the back flipping, fucking searing the steak.
He just said, I'm at work. At Ruth Chris.
Yeah, I'm at Ruth Chris. Never been green? You gotta come here and we'll go. Bro, when you come in here, you gotta pick me up. You gotta pick me up and then we'll go to Tampa. His name was Chris. Green, you fucking jelly bean. When you coming here? Stop by Trump's house. I'm close. Yeah, and we arrested. You close and we arrested. Stopping by Trump, by Mar-a-Lago and shit. TTE meetup? Yeah, Green's headed out to the meetup. He trying to have me pull up. That's like a 4-hour drive by myself. You know how boring that is? I'm either gonna have to take my weed or my kids. Or both. I can't do that on my own. Right, Benny? Yo, imagine I bring Benny. He'll fucking tear that place apart. Meetup canceled. Why? Wix brought his dog. Got stuff for the kids apparently. Yeah, I'm gonna bring all of my fucking. I'm gonna bring the whole army. I'm coming, bro. I'm raiding the meetup like I'm the fucking IDF. And you're Gaza. I'm running through that bitch. God, it's so nice outside. I'm about to open the entire wall. This wall's coming down right now. Chat, is it brighter? Did it get brighter? I just got rid of the wall.
Yeah, it did. Quite a bit.
Yeah, I just opened up the whole fucking wall. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's a nice day in Michigan too. Real nice day.
It's beautiful.
I might have to try to get on my bike or something.
I mean, you can't get on your bike. Get on somebody else's bike. It doesn't matter.
My cycle. People be saying, "Oh, you ride a motorcycle?" No, bike. A bicycle.
I got that shit with the pedals.
The sickle. The one you got to work at. They say, "Oh," then they're done. Then they ain't got enough to say. They don't want to talk about riding a bike. That's too much work.
I gotta get Benny a name tag that says "purchased with profits." Come here. Hey, Pip Barker, come here. Come on, bring it in. Let's fucking go. You haven't given me a hug in 3 days. Let's go. Bring it in. Hey, come on, you fat mush.
I will eat you.
Come on. Good boy. Ow, don't eat my hair. Let go. Ow, good boy. Good.
Smile.
Good. I choke you right now. Put you in a headlock right now. What are you gonna do? Bite, huh? Alright, get the fuck off me. Get off. Can't move, huh? Look at his eyes. He's so confused. He's like, is this good? Is this bad? Is he trying to eat me? You're such a good boy. You're the best. Disability watching. Look at this motherfucker. That's funny. Yeah, some of y'all on disability know what's up. You want to get into cycling? Nah. You see? In New York, they only do that shit for fraud. Like, people only do bicycles so they can, like, crash into a car. That's a whole separate industry. You get a job in that, you can make money quick. You get a job in insurance fraud. It's a good industry, insurance fraud. You ever participated in a race? When I was 9 or 8. So the hourly closed within the range, but we are popping up and I want to close outside this little chop from 07 to 03. Let's get out of there for some better direction. You mean like a bicycle race, right? Cookie? Right, because I've done like foot races before, and I've always gotten away. I'd say I always won first race. Yeah, I always won first place because they never caught me. That's how I know I won. It was like a mix. It was a mix of a 100-meter and a hide and seek. They got to make that shit an Olympic sport. It was more like, I'm sorry, it was more like a parkour plus hide and seek. You ever play hide and seek with the cops? Those guys are the most fun. They never quit. Like, my kids always quit when they're looking for me. The cops, they never quit. Like, that's the most fun game. They be losing. They won't quit. You actually finish the game. You actually get to finish the game. Homie backstroked your way. I said don't throw it in the water. I would have been like, throw what? What you mean? You didn't clarify. This isn't a 10K race and some dad pushing their kid in stroller past me. Even the kid was like, get out the way. Amphibious cop ahead. It's crazy. Yo, look at this. This guy fucking licked me. Now my chin is itchy. I gotta wash my chin. Nah, don't follow me. You make my chin itchy, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Benny, you and Perk 30s got a lot more in common than you think. Everybody come into contact with you starts itching. Damn. This is exactly what you look like when you had a Perk 30. Just over there. I got these cheeseburgers, man. That's what I feel like after Benny. This guy, every time he touches me. All right. This would be interesting if the 4 hour is able to close above there. Above the most recent, like we drew it. These numbers came out all good too. I mean, good for gold. Back for dollar, good for gold. What up, Tom? Looks like it's one. Looks like it wants to bump up. What do we have? Just a 5. Tough. This hourly doesn't really have much of a bottom wick, but if we are going to trade this, I'd want this to pull back a little. Who's putting these YouTube stream name? Yours truly. Broke the previous 30, broke the previous hourly. Pulling up to the 4 hour resistance, the one we were talking about earlier. We'd want to close above that. It's right at it here on the 15 close. And no top wick. Yeah, this is a place where we could come down from. This is the 4 hour resistance level. Let me see this. How much range is there here? Okay, so gotta be careful here. This is the level that you had to fake out at, right? You closed above, had to fake out, drive down. Wasn't bad there on the 30, right over here. Fake out back into the 4 hour range. That was way before. That was like a good 40 minutes before I was on stream. Before I was even at the PC. But this could be the level you could see a heavy reaction from, up or down. So let's see. Let's wait. Maybe this next 15 gives us direction, and then we get entry on the next 15. On the following one at 9:30. We'll say this though, if we all of a sudden break down and close below 3403, yeah, we're down the rest of the way. We do want some closures with top wicks and above the 4-hour level. Ideally above the most recent overall too, the 3417. With some top wicks and at 9:30, things will get interesting. All right. It's also kind of interesting here, right? Because the 915 doesn't have a top wick. We get a top wick, we could start moving down and correcting this candle for 930 as we're respecting the 4-hour resistance. But I believe the volume candle will be the next 15, not this 15. So let's see what it does. Look at that. See, we spoke about if this 4-hour can close above. Ideally above everything, above the 4-hour and above 3417 here, so it's above the most recent. At that point, we're looking to correct this daily move yesterday and start coming back up. So we're kind of forming a support at a daily resistance, kind of a fake out. It closed below, and if today closes above, tomorrow we'll probably see the retest of this entire candle up. Previous weekly also closed above, right? You had a closure above the weekly level, so if by the end of the week we start flipping tomorrow, day after tomorrow, it would make sense to start filling these wicks to the left here. 35.38 by Friday, so we'll see. I mean, honestly, not a bad swing position. Right. About 580 pips, maybe 200 drawdown, 200 stops.
I say hit the button.
What was that?
I say hit the button. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Hit the button. Yeah.
Yeah, hit the button.
I'm not swinging it, but like if you're gonna swing from down here, it would make sense. this little plummet here as possible. And it's happened already here, right? Holding the shoulder level. Didn't break that low. The cleanest sells are below here. 3403. This range sucks. Look at the 15 did, created a top wick, came back below. You're away for the 5. Yeah, I've taken some trades off the 5, but it just depends. Depends how it sets up. Mostly 15 or 30. Get my butt. Good afternoon, sir. Do we buy gold? Not yet. Well, you could. I'm not buying
Sure we
it just
did.
yet.
Sure we did. You remember when you said 3407? You remember that?
Oh. What did I say?
You said, yeah, but right here we're at 34.7. We need to go up from here. And I said, okay, click, blue, blue, and I bought.
I said we need to go up. I didn't say we going up.
Oh well, I hate the button, man. I hate the button. I'm up about 60 pips.
I was just giving an idea. But lately, I've been kind of speaking it into existence without me being in it.
I'm taking Jay's advice.
Is that every time I discuss something, that's what you're just doing?
Hit the button. Fuck it. No, I'm
Yes,
joking.
sir. That's how you become profitable.
No, I was actually in. When you said that, I was actually in already.
Ah, nice, nice, nice.
Yep, I was in already, right around there. So it just worked out.
So you're up, what, 1,000 pips right now?
It's up like 50, 60 pips here.
It's dancing right on top of my stop loss right now.
Did you secure some profits?
It's dancing on my stop loss, so I'm up 40.
Oh,
pips.
you're trailing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Legit, legit. Nice job, nice job. Yeah, I took 30 pips earlier today on sales, pre 8 a.m.
Oh, all right, all right. Yeah. Oh, so that's the good position. You caught that 730 right here.
Correct, correct.
That's
I
a
took
really
that.
good
Yeah.
trade. Yeah, if we were on
And then I
7,
closed. Yeah, no, I'm on at like 7:15, something like that. And I just look at the markets. And Bianca was
my
sleeping, so I was
shoulder
like,
heels
perfect.
will be on at 6 a.m. I promise.
Yeah, I'm down, dude.
At 6 a.m. Eastern. Once my shoulder starts feeling better, I got up today, and for a good hour, hour and a half, I just walked around, tried to walk off the shoulder. I couldn't focus.
Damn.
It was in pain.
Damn. I mean, whenever you feel good, just let me know. 6 a.m. I'm up. I'm ready. Let's get it done.
We'll be starting at fucking 6 once I feel good.
Yeah, it's only 11 a.m. here at 6 a.m., so I'm good.
Oh man, we are holding. We are holding. If we get a break of this, we're gonna hold the 4-hour support NYSE Open. We get a break of this low, we gonna start heading down. See that? We held it. Remember we said also we don't want it off the 15 because NYSE Open here is in, well, now it's in a minute, and we might get it here in a minute. This is also the 5 printing bearish, right? We gotta hold this. We gotta hold this level, and then we can look at the break of this low. If we close above it, it's gonna get a little tough. We got 30 seconds. Oh. 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 Oh, look at that closure. This is too low right there. So we're gonna look for NYSE Open to break the lows here, and I will have stops above the highs. I think this wick here to the left, just in case we break up again. And the big reason here, we respected the 4-hour level. We've made a top wick. We've respected it on the 15. Closed below. Any break of the slow for NYC Open, I'd figure, will bring us down. 5 closed bearish back in range. So we're looking for these shorts. We break the highs though. It's gonna get a little funky. If you saw me delete the position on signals, I re-added it. I just changed the size, changed the LUTs. Break the highs though, probably looking for the top of the range. But we've held smaller time frame resistance on the 15. We've closed below on the well, we've closed below for NYC Open, below the 4-hour range. And after we've grabbed this top wick, if we break the lows, we should come down. Alright, I'm gonna delete this. We broke that high. So we've made a higher high. So I'm deleting this. Sell stop. We made a higher high. Could come down here for NYC Open after grabbing more orders, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays here. I don't like the fact that we've created a higher high. Right, we should technically create a higher low and not break this previous low here. But there's also a level here to the left. If this starts coming down heavy, maybe I'll add it back on. Yep, 5 closing bullish above the most recent. Yeah, I deleted the sell stop because we broke the high. And then we created a high, we broke the previous high, and then we re-broke that high just now. Kenny was like, thank God, man, I'm in these buys.
Actually, that 5 minute, but right before the 9:30 came down, just enough to knock me out. So I'm sitting. I got my 40.
Nice, nice. NYC Open, is this going to drive down now for NYC Open like that? How much is a stop here now? 55. That 5 closed bullish, but this 5 might come down. Alright. I'm going to go here with a... Yeah, if this 5 starts coming down, I'll go with a smaller position. I'm not going to go with the 10 lot that I was going with. it's NYC Open. Like, you'd expect volume, you expect the push, right? We've came up here. We're still going to break the lows. It would be, I think, a heavy push. I'm gonna put down, I'm probably gonna go half my position there. Oh, I missed it here. Market sell 3. I got slipped. Anybody else get slipped? I got slipped a lot. My sell stop was here, and it got slipped to where I market executed this one. Stops above the break at a high. I got slipped from on the original position on the sell stops from here to this exact spot where we took it live. But that is why we lowered lot size. Jeez. Jeez. Ha! Let's fucking go. NYC Open. Amazing. Wow, I'm really happy I dropped lot size there. It was a lot. Oh, look at that one. It was a lot, right? Once we rebroke these highs at 60 pips there. Got slipped like a motherfucker. Yeah, no, I actually entered market here, and it entered at exactly the same spot where my live account entered. Obviously, you don't want this flip bullish on NYC Open, but it did exactly what you want, right? It tapped the resistance and flipped bearish and rebroke the lows below the range for NYC Open. So at that point, you expect a heavy push down. Do not expect it to reflip bullish. Because it's NYC Open, you typically don't get a pullback. You typically just get a drive. But we will see, because it's already created a high. Any kind of break of that high, you're definitely wrong. If this 5 is able to close below here, then I will look for a pineapple in the following 5 top wick. Make our life easier. And it would make sense. But it's got to close below the most recent range. Yeah. Grabbed orders here as well. I would expect to push down Flip bearish, grabbed orders off the 5 level. NYC open. Pineapple wise, we would need it to close something like this. Oh, whoops. Definitely not like that. Yeah, if we were looking at pineapples, come on. I would have needed a heavy bearish candle like this, and then look at this as the pineapple. But it closed respecting this area here, so it makes it a little tough. There it goes, it's pushing up. Yeah, it held support there, so we need this candle to flip. If this candle breaks the low, I might add on one to it, but that's a just in case. You're likely to head up here, but just in case it does, then I'll add a short on there. We got 15 minutes here, so you have the most recent level that's about to be tapped. But I can't hold it past that high. You can't hold it to this high, because once you break this high, you're likely to head there, maybe with a top wick. You also can't take buy here, because then you're buying right into resistance. What is it doing? Well, it created a top wick, right? For where we didn't have a top wick. But it didn't create a lower low, so I expect to make a higher high. Got the same entry. I mean, it's the only entry that made sense, right? For NYC open, but you're really looking to take advantage of volume. There it goes. It broke that high. You're looking to take advantage of volume. You're not looking to really stick around in this area. Once that high is broken, and it broke the previous high, right? Which kind of makes our case stronger because we've grabbed more orders just to re-break the low that we've respected, right? The 4-hour low that we respected. And to do it at NYC open, I mean, every single thing there tells you, yeah, technically you should come down. I think we're going to flip bullish here on this candle to take us out. See, this is the 4-hour level, this blue line, so it's got to play below it or above it. It can't play at it. Are we gonna flip now? Hi, beautiful. How are you? Good? Who? Yeah, that's fine. I think you're gonna go to the beach soon, maybe. It's possible, yeah. doing here? Is this gonna reject? Okay. Again, I'm gonna close partials right there. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna move stops to break even. I closed partials on the live account. I closed nothing here on this one. I'm looking for this to just up and stops it. Ha. So much for that. If she wants to, yeah, she can. If she wants to. Yeah, no, our partials got hit just because of the shitty entry, right? Once we broke that, I just expected a dump. God, I'm so fucking annoyed. Yo, this has been the case, I swear, for the last 3 weeks. I want to be like, oh, I'm not thinking clearly because of my fucking arm. No, this has just been the case for the last 3 weeks. I've been going break even, it takes me out, and it fucking pumps. Yeah, fill this range. There's no reason to hold it here now. Absolutely zero. You go break even, but literally tap me by a split fucking pip. So fucking frustrating, man. Well, on to the next one. One of my bubbles popped. Look at this shit. See that, chat? Look at that. It's a bite. See this shit? Look, I'm telling you.
I think you just wanted to give the screen a finger because you irritated. Middle finger.
Nah, I don't know what you talk about. I got this bite right here, dog.
I'm with Kenny on that one.
Fucking bite
You
right
pissed
here.
about the position. He's like, look at my finger. I mean, look at the pot thing there. Oh man, yo, I took a pineapple at the top, and I was about 6 pips from hitting stop loss, and I took the pineapple. When it came back down, I closed the original position, and I held the pineapple, and I closed that at partials, and then closed that full at the bottom, and I caught 50 pips.
That's perfect.
You were talking about it, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it.
I just wanted a steeper close here on the 5, right? Because this 5 didn't break this support. I wanted it to close below it. If it closed below that, it would confirm the move down, and I would have just taken the top wick here. But when it closed respecting this area, honestly, I completely thought this candle would just give you the celery play up. I didn't expect this to come back down. So
I mean,
nothing here
I
on the
get
top
it.
wick, but good read. Good read. I'm just like, if our entry is 1 pip higher, right? If we survive this, and it's fucking annoying because it's been the case for me for like a month.
Those type of scenarios.
good,
Yeah, you
like,
actually survived it. I didn't get sleep like you, weeks. So when you moved to break even, I also did. And
yeah,
then
you
it
were a
didn't
good-
get
if
it
you
didn't
were
hit the break even.
pip or two
I
before
got
me,
out
yeah,
at
you would've
7 pips.
survived. It only tapped my position. It tapped exactly my break even. It didn't go any higher.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so I
What
was
about
safe.
on the prop firms?
no, they
closed
were the
position there as
same.
well?
They got entered at the same spot.
Exactly this.
Exactly the same spot they got entered. One was a pending order that got slipped to there, and then over here I took it as it was breaking the lows. It would have been the same entry.
Yeah, it jumped 30 pips after that, man. Oh man, I caught it because I didn't get slipped. I got a little bit of better entry, but then the pineapple was what helped me. You were talking about it, and I said, you know what? Actually makes sense. Let me go ahead and grab it because the worst I'd lose is what, 6 pips on the pineapple. So I went for it. I was afraid because I saw NASDAQ just dumping. I mean, just dumping. And I was like, oh man, not good.
If I saw NASDAQ dumping, I probably
me.
wouldn't have entered the trade.
No, NASDAQ was pumping at first when you were looking for the sell, and then it kept going up, and so was Dow Jones. And at some point, it just retraced. And then when it retraced, we were already in the position. And then after that, it just dumped. And now it's retracing back bullish, but it's still within the range. So I was like, ah, shit, we're screwed. Then I see Dow Jones pushing back up, trying to push it, but it didn't break the highs. And NASDAQ didn't break the lows. So I was like, all right, let me get in. And I got in on the pineapple there. And I was writing all that as I was doing it. So hopefully people were seeing that as well. And then I took the partials. I took the partials and then moved to BE when you did. But mine was the pineapple. So I obviously never went back there. I got lucky, obviously. Man, if I had held as well the original position, bro, I'd be up 110 pips today instead of 80. Insane. It was a great trade. Because the risk was very minimal and the profit was quite large. So it was just for the slippage. It's all good. You said it in January or February. You're going to hit a lot more BEs because you're trying to get runners to go. But you still secured some profit. So hopefully people also secured some profits there. It wasn't more than 10 pips, so it's considered a BE, but it doesn't matter. You caught 4 pips there. So it's still a BE if you want to update the record as well. Hopefully people got it, got some profits too.
Yeah, I'm annoyed. I wasn't looking at the pips or the profits or how much away from stop or the 6 pips or the 4 pips made. I was just looking at the levels. I still have no idea what the profits were on there. I just know we got taken out of B. Yeah, there's 4 pips of profit. Nice job, another B. And you can't, like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, all right, we got a bullish closure here. We got no top wick. Once we start breaking these lows, like, how do I not go B? Because this, it should come down, but if it fucking rejects and starts pushing up, there's no top wick here. We could just continue with this support. Previous closure was above the 4-hour level. Yeah, I'm fucking right. Let's see. Let's hope. Let's see if we can get the 4-hour close above here and move up here, because we got 5 minutes in the 4-hour candle, looking like it's holding support. So I think next 4-hour has a chance to move up. It'd be great if we can close above the most recent 4-hour level here at 34.12. Yeah, this is what you don't want, right? Break it out low and then pump back up because you don't have a top wick there. If it closes below there, this becomes really ugly. Then look what your 4-hour looks like right now. Like, just everything side by side, respecting resistance, respecting support, stuck in a range. Like, the 4-hour close below 34.12 would suck. It would take a lot more time to set up after this. I mean, 2 solid positions this morning. Yeah, this one didn't run immediately, but it should have ran here immediately in the break of that low. Did not. Ran a few minutes later, right? But still did what NYC Open was supposed to do. Look at the 30. The 30 still did its thing on the flip. So yeah. 7:30 and 9:30, the moves today. And at this rate, next move is 11:30. Three minutes. We want a closure outside these levels, right? You want a closure either below 34.03 or above 34.12. Well, congrats to everybody that won. Wasn't me. There's still value in this, right? There's still value behind the position. Still lessons. Just kind of annoyed. I want all the smoke. Bringing in all the smoke.
Hey, Wicks.
Yeah.
Do you see any of the clips of the big three and the beefing I was doing? With they was fighting. What's the big tall dude name? Used to play for LA.
Kenyon Martin.
No, I played for the Lakers.
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard. Yeah, Dwight Howard and them's getting into it. Oh, it's crazy.
Big three. That's Ice Cube shit, huh?
Yeah. I think it was. Is it Lance? Somebody? No, they was going crazy.
And Stevenson.
Yeah.
Oh, Lance Stevenson was playing?
Oh yeah, they was beefing. They was fighting, rustling, all kind of stuff. It was crazy.
Went to my high school.
And I think Beasley on the same team. He killing. Oh, it's going down.
Oh, they just missing Delonte West, and then they got the whole crew. They got the crackheads of the NBA. Yeah. They should have gotten Kmart on that team. You get Kmart, Birdman, and Beasley. That's what they need. Kenyon Martin and the Birdman, to me they were like the same player, just one was black, one was white. They always did the same shit. Benny, that's your ass. Stop that. This guy. And Ben Wallace. Can't forget Odom. I met Lamar Odom.
Did he have those cheeseburgers? Was he selling cheeseburgers?
No, you know what's funny? Lamar Odom's father, I think I told this story before, married one of my close friends' mother. Not close friends, but somebody I used to ride bikes with back in the day. Like, we all used to ride bikes, and we used to just chill every day. So this dude, his mom married Lamar Odom's father. And so him and Lamar, they're stepbrothers, right? It wasn't like they just married. It was a long time ago, like 30 years. But they're not each other's kids and shit. So not real brothers. So every time Lamar would come down for a game, right? We would either have tickets or we go to the hotel. We hang out with the team or whatever. So yeah, it was funny. I met Lamar and Kevin Garnett in the lobby of, I think that it was the W. I don't remember what hotel. It was right in front of Central Park. We met him at the lobby at a hotel because we were on bikes, and he called his brother. He was like, "Yo, you in town for the game?" He's like, yeah, come down, come see us. We're at the hotel and all this. And we went over, we rode over. There was like 15-minute ride on a bike from Coney Island to Midtown Manhattan. Booked it. Yeah, we walk in the lobby. These fucking 2 twin towers are standing there. It was wild. Lamar Odom and Kevin Garnett. He's like, yeah, that's my brother. His pops look exactly like him, just like an older crackhead version. You look exactly like a crackhead that they would portray on TV. He fit the description. Meta World Peace. These fucking names, man. Meta World Peace. Ocho Cinco. That was a fucking crazy name. That was creative as shit. How did you figure that one out? It's my number. This sucks. This 4-hour close in this range. It's gonna take a while here to set up. I'll be here through 11 probably, but this is gonna take some time. Yeah, we would have called it a stream here if we didn't get taken out of B. But I'm still hunting. Massive traffic jam as residents flee Tehran. Yeah, Trump went wild yesterday. Trump was like, y'all need to evacuate immediately. That's the equivalent of walking into a haunted house and a ghost telling you to get out. Your ass needs to run. Trump said that shit, I'd be like, I got family at home, I need to go warn them. Nope, no time. Gotta run. Gotta run. They'll figure it out. 5, no bottom wick. Lows broken. Yeah, I see. 4-hour lows. Not really. Like, this can flip bullish here, right? We need closures. Trump be making everyone shit their pants. Yeah, Trump just be opening like the morning with like mean mugging and shit. We got the biggest bombs. They're beautiful bombs made in the USA. And China. They have bombs, but not like us. We have the beautiful bombs. Big, beautiful bombs. Guy was at the fucking summit. I'm gonna go bomb the bathroom. And then I gotta head back to bomb the Middle East. They will be beautiful bombs. Matter of fact, 4th of July will be celebrated in Iran this year. We will celebrate their independence, and we will do firework over their cities. It will be beautiful. They will be so big, you will have to evacuate. No one's seen fireworks this big. This guy. They say U.S. asking Pakistan. I think nobody in the region wanted Iran there with a nuclear weapon. So I think even all the people that don't like each other, like Israel and Jordan, they're all helping out. They're all involved helping out. Meanwhile, I keep seeing people of, videos of people in Lebanon just partying at night, just looking at these rockets fly by. Yesterday, somebody posted a dude playing on a fucking saxophone in the middle of a fucking restaurant while these rockets are flying by. And they're all dancing to slow music. Are you pro-Israel? No, I'm pro leave people the fuck alone and let them live their life. That's what I'm pro. Yeah. I'm pro let people live. There's fucking families and kids and women fucking everywhere. Just like I'm a father. I can't imagine looking at my kid and covering them while there's a fucking bomb being dropped. That should bring tears to my eyes. I was thinking about that shit. There's thousands and thousands of kids just hiding in shelters. It's fucking wild. War sucks. I will, I'd fight for my right to live and your right to live, as long as your right to live doesn't interfere with my right to live. When I hear war, I see no winner. Yeah, just in the military-industrial complex. That's about it. Chobani. See that? 4 hour looked like it wanted to come down here. 1 hour look interesting on the buy, but we can tap the 4 hour, head right back down here. This range sucks. Just want some clear closures outside of it. How much would the stops be here? Oh, why are we here? Why are we in this screen? Wondering if this 15 flips. Zoom door. I don't see anyone at the zoom door. Oh, there we go. Yeah. My bad, you know. Well, technically the 4 hour held, right? We can say we held support. And the hour's got this top wick and there's range. It's interesting. 5.
Indices are pushing up. They're breaking the highs, re-breaking the highs, and they're pushing up, up.
Yeah, this makes that really. I was looking at buys here, but if they're pushing up, this becomes really questionable.
Indices are pushing up, yeah. That's why I didn't get into position. I'm thinking gold might come back down, but there I'm getting the news that multiple military aerial aircrafts are refueling, heading to the Middle East right now. They're escorting fighter jets. So I'm not sure. That might just be a fake out for it to come back down on indices and then push up on gold. Yeah, it looks like the US might be entering the war against Iran, I think. If that is what it is, man, it's going to be World War III. But look at it. Okay, gold's coming back down. It's doing what I thought it was going to do. I didn't take a position. I was afraid.
Well, if it still decides to break the highs before breaking the lows, I think I might look for positions. But if it breaks the lows, we will wait for closures. It's a strong 15 here. A 100 pip 15 minute. 80. This song gotta go. Get rid of that. The daily's flip bearish. When do you plan to do the giveaway? I believe at this point everyone's received theirs. Yeah, we'll do a couple this week. really haven't even thought about it. I haven't thought about anything because, like, I'm sitting here, I'm just not complaining. I'm in pain. So, I haven't even thought about any giveaways. We should do a whole bunch. Keep bouncing off the support. We start coming up here. I'll look for buys on the break of the previous 15 candle, which would be the 4 hour and the 1 hour break of highs. Look for that steeper range. It's a pretty decent support to bounce off of. If we start breaking highs, I'll look to fill that previous wick. But we would have to break the highs of the current 1 hour, current 30. Be interesting if we can close bullish here on the 15. 5 is struggling to push up. We broke this high a few times and just pushed back down. DXY is flying. Oh, yeah, so are the indices, right? So that's a little skeptical about buys here. A little tough here, right, on the 5, because you can end up doing something like this here. Get a bullish closure, and then you break the lows to push up. So I want a 15 to come down, retest these lows, and then I'll look for something up. Until then, we can just re-break the lows. There it goes. Okay. This would fall in line now, right, with the indices driving up, or are they pulling back?
Indices are barely pulling back, just a little bit. The Dow Jones hit a level that I had a while back, and it just hit it, and then it retraced back like 20 points, so it's absolutely nothing. And the Dow Jones 25 points, which is nothing.
You'll probably see it continue.
It might keep pushing back up. I think it's just a retracement, and on the 30 it might just keep pushing back up. If it has a bottom wick as well, it just might keep going because they're pretty bullish. But they're like in a razor blade, like up and down, up and down, up and down, and just slowly going up, as opposed to the drop. So usually when it drops or pushes up really quickly, it might go into a different direction, and that's what happened in the indices. So look at gold, just
looks like
still
it
dumping
down.
Yeah, I mean, wow. It's pretty close to the previous 4-hour on spot. It's 50 pips away. but I can't get in now. I have to wait for a closure. Personally.
Yeah, right back down. Well, top wick here would have been, top wick first would have been better. I was okay with a small bottom wick first, and once we would break highs, we would have looked for a rebreak of the lows, but nothing here. It's ugly. Ugly right now. profits for the day. I got 2 break-evens on the day. Oh, over Asian one for now.
I just got wixed.
What happened? Your break-even hit?
Yeah.
Yo, turn that vibrator off, bro. I don't think he hears me. My neighbor out here with a big dildo just walking around blowing shit.
That would have been TP right there. They wixed me though.
Is it moving down?
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
see. Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were there. Yeah, it just dumped 100 pips.
Nobody says
From
nothing.
when it opened.
That's my TP.
I didn't realize you were not on. You were not on the screen. I'm realizing now. I'm looking. Yeah, you're not at the chair. Oh, there you come back. Yeah. I thought you were aware of it.
Damn. We missed the position because of you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
no stop
I was
wick on the
just,
five.
the reason I zoomed out here is because I was looking at all this shit to the left. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, Kenny said it. No top wick on this 5, no top wick on the previous 5, and then it was just ranging before that. I'm already in profits. I was like, nah, screw
when
it.
there's just a lot of volume, yeah, you tend to see this, but without an entry, right? Just no top wick push.
Well, I jumped in on the pullback on that wick and caught 16, and then it pulled back to my entry again, and I jumped in again. But then once it moved, I moved the stop to my break even, and it came and got me. I see. And then, of course, right after that, it shot the 50, 60 pips I was waiting for.
Damn.
Wixed.
And it dumped quickly. Like it took, what, 10 seconds? Raw. Would have been one of the fastest TP out. What the hell? Still going? The new 5 has a mini top wick.
Yeah, go ahead. Take us out right now.
Imagine that. Imagine that. I think we're at the bottom of the range, bro. I would more likely want to take a buy, but I can't do anything here. No, I'm fighting FOMO right now, to be honest with you. But
I mean, to do what? Like, I just don't see an entry that I look for, and I'm like, yeah, this is crazy, but like, there's no picture of, like, if I had a picture in my head of the candles I looked for, none of this is it.
A lot of
But
people took a lot of great positions today. I couldn't take anything on all that. I mean, indices are not moving. They're like frozen, basically. Just gold, just domed. We'll go back in time an hour.
It's catching up.
Yeah,
and
correct.
then watch, just because the indices aren't moving right now, as soon as this drive's over, gold's gonna freeze.
Can we go back in time just an hour, and I'll take a sell and catch 250 pips? Jesus. From our position, it dropped 250 pips, right? Almost an hour ago.
I took buys today at 7:30 on the 15 time frame. Got smacked. I thought it was a good fake out. No, we spoke about this when we came on here. 7:30 was a perfect sell. Perfect sell.
Deserve.
Closure back in range, right? Right here. Right there. Right off our level. Close back below the 4 hour. Yeah, I honestly, I probably would have taken these top wick sells instead of just a flip. once we were forming a top wick. Because this is a clear stop, and then like on a top wick here, you can make this shit like 30, 40 instead of 80. There was almost no chance that that candle wasn't gonna flip, right? It could flip and come back up, but it was gonna flip. So this is like the ideal setup. This is what you want every time. This is what you want the market to look like every time. Like you want this, right? And if you want this, you see that shit anywhere here? You might eventually, right? You might eventually see this shit like. Right? And then you have that. But you want this. And then you're looking for that top wick sell. You thought because of the bullish move prior we were more bullish, but yeah, you're bullish, but if you were bullish off this move, where are you bullish to, right? Probably here. This was target. This move down came from there, right? So now this move up probably goes back to that point. This is target. You've tapped target. Now at this area, right? Decision-making area. That's where this change could happen, and you clearly, right? And see this blue line? I had this up all day because that's the 4-hour level. As long as we keep closing below it, we should continue down. Close below it. This was a very simple sell. Sniper, I'm just trying to know, no top wick entry here because I need a range created. If we create a range and a resistance, I can look for a top wick entry on one of the candles. Any kind of top wick entry here, this is your range, right? You can ride all the way up before coming back down, before eventually flipping down. But if we were, right, to create range here, right? I could look for a top wick entry here based on this range. Sturdy's got a lot of time in it, no top wick yet. Patience, patience. I know a lot of you will see a top wick here, and then we'll either take a bearish flip or a top wick entry. But trading over the last, I'd say 4 to 5 months here, I've noticed that it pulls back on the rebreaks a lot more often than it used to. So I'd rather have a range formed here than have a flip and then have it pull back against me. Five close bullish. Yeah, I believe at some point the lows will be retested. 30 doesn't have a top wick. Created a nice low here, right? Would love to break the highs here and then re-break the low. At that point, we would have given the 30 a chance to come up. Let's see. Yeah, we want this candle to flip bullish, come up, and then maybe we can think about the re-break of the lows. At least 33.96 areas, right? At least to that previous support. If it does that, if it comes up into this area and starts re-breaking lows, we'll put a sell stop down. $11 minutes here for the 1 hour. Wanted to at least these areas. All right, boom. Let me put a sell stop down here. I do not. Do you have the wire? Go get it in the car. Just here. It's plugged in the driver's seat. In my car. We've tried to come up into this range. We're either going to come up there or we're going to re-break the lows, and we got some wick to fill. And keep it current candle stops. And if this closes bullish but below 33.96, 33.97, I'll leave this here to see if we can re-break that low and come down. Breaks the low, great. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul. Oh, so give me the wire. I'll plug it in here. Huh? I don't have a plug. Yeah. If we close up here, though, I mean, I'll call it a session. If we close above 33.97. We close below but don't activate. I'll still wait for a break of that level on the next candle. It will be a celery play. This is amazing. Look, we've just tried to create a top wick for that previous candle. This is good. We either tap that high or break its high, right? Because this flips the 30, right? Yeah, that gives the 30 a top wick. Yeah, if it starts coming down, no, it'd be great. And then actually, technically the stop is current candle and break of the previous candle high. But if we don't continue up or we hold above, we will call it a session. And if there's a fake out later on, 30 minutes, an hour from now, then I'll call it in the signal channel. If this fakes back out and closes below. Look at this damn bubble on my finger, chat. Look at this shit. Popped yesterday. That was fucking literally blood everywhere. It's serious. I can't even put my fingers together because the bubble be rubbing. It's a rubbing bubble. Look at it. It's fucking. It's not cute at all. This isn't one of those type of war scars. Look at that shit. Oh. It's not a war scar. You can be like, hey, check out the scar I got. No, this is like, check out this bubble that's disgusting on my body. Filthy. Well, that cost us 20 viewers. I don't get it. Some of you guys be watching pimple poppers by the thousands. I show a little bubble on my finger. You guys run. But then you be there, just check this out. Check this out. Look at all that goo. Look at all that ooze. It's so satisfying. This guy's going to pop another pimple. Look at it. Benny just looked at me like, dog, that's my move. He went, We hit over 100 likes. Yeah, we had fucking break even for 2 streams in a row. Yeah. Really had like Q2 has been shaky. I don't know about you guys, but personally Q2 has been so shaky. Every year that's what I look forward to, and this year has been so shaky. Q1 was amazing. Q2 was shaky. Yeah, we got 2 minutes here. You could delete this. Delete, delete. Delete, delete. This is just ugly. Look at this 4-hour candle. This is disgusting. Like, even if you break highs now, like, you gotta be high to enter this 280 pip stop.
The wick on the 30-minute is like 170 pips.
Just the wick.
Just the wick.
Looking like a rejection wick. But the hourly is going to close bearish. Or is it? We got another minute. If the next hourly breaks this hourly's high, right? Breaks the previous, that's your 4-hour flip too. 4-hour break at highs, but you're still below this level. And technically, all you need is a closure below 3403 to continue down. Right? So this bullish flip here can just be a fake out, come down. Could be. But at this moment, the volume is bullish, the momentum is bullish, so you're always likelier to continue bullish. Indices start moving again?
Nope. Dow Jones has been side by side, up and down, maybe 50 points.
We just
So
closed.
absolutely nothing.
We just closed.
Yeah.
Right back in the right. Back like we never left.
If you could look like at indices, it'll be the same thing. It all closed back in range. All of them.
This is crazy.
They're
Yeah.
barcoding. Dow Jones is barcoding. Yeah, it's horrible.
Damn,
Damn, did that go up 200 pips?
We could fake out down, but then we could break the high of this candle and still break the low. And you don't really have a valid stop right now. Yeah, I'm going to call it a session here. I'm going to wait for us to get out of this shitty ass range.
Thank you, Wix. Thank you to everybody for all the likes. Much appreciated.
Yes, for sure. Drop some likes up to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll be trading the signal channel tonight through the pain, but I'll be on here probably for the next hour. I'm trying to catch these dubs, but it's been that kind of choppy month. It's been that kind of choppy quarter. All right, Zoom gang, see you in the clubhouse. Mods, once again, thank you as always. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. Signal channel, stay locked in. Probably not past noon. Afternoon, I'm gonna be having a kids playground party thing going on in my house where, I don't know, it's like daddy daycare, except I'm the only one in charge. There's no help. There's no help in sight. All right, everyone's having their friends over except me. I had my friends over just now. You guys are all my friends. You were just over. And like I told you, I'm a really cool ass introvert, right? Like, we can chill, but then you got to go. So you guys got to go. Yeah, that's our session. As for me, my time here is up. And you already know the deal, gang. Just like that, another New York session is